what is the esports scene like in Singapore as compared to the other parts of the world?
What esports scene in Singapore? Hi, I'm Remus. I go by my in-game name, Pro-logue, and I play Dota 2 professionally. Today I'm gonna talk to a kid, a millennial, and a senior about my profession. First time doing something like that. I just hope I can find the right words to explain stuff. Hi.
Hi.
I'm Remus.
Hi, Remus.
Yeah.
Okay, nice to meet you.
And I play Dota for a living.
Oh, I actually also play Dota.
Oh, Shavya Suresh? Oh, I'm Remus. Can I shake your hand? Have you met someone like me before? No? First time? Okay.
So, what does esports involve?
Esports is, in a broad sense, is just like regular sports. In sports, you have like basketball, soccer. My game is called Dota, D-O-T-A. It stands for Defense of the Ancient. Yeah, I've played it for about 14 years. For my game, it's 5 characters versus 5 characters.
I played this game before.
You've played this game before?
No, not this game.
Oh, not this game, but something like this, right?
Yes.
I control one character. So you see the green and the red. So basically my team is the green, so we are trying to slowly attack and go in and destroy their base.
Oh,
I
I see.
In total there are like 135 characters. Yeah.
Do you go for competitions in Singapore or overseas?
So far most of the competitions I've played have been online because of COVID. When an event happens, a lot of people actually fly into the country just to go for the event. For the player, it's a big honor actually to play in front of a crowd when people clap and stuff. It feels like insane.
So what makes esports tournaments unique?
I think what makes esports tournaments unique is that the viewership is very niche and all the people that are there are very, very passionate.
Who pays you?
Like when you are very young and starting out in your first few years, you might not get paid, but after a few years and if you are good enough, clubs and stuff from online, they will see and then they will ask you, do you want to play for our club? You get a regular salary from this if you are signed to an organization. They are investing because they believe in the future of esports and then they take a cut of the winnings and the players keep the majority. The winner of this event their whole team gets like 20 over, 30 over million.
Where does it come from? Where does the money come from?
This event is crowdfunded. There's some items online, it's like cosmetics. People buy this thing and it adds into the prize pool of this tournament. So the fans of this game, they enjoy this game so much that they want to contribute to the game.
With the addition of esports in SEA Games, do you believe that esports can be classified as a real sport?
I'm not sure what defines a real sport, but I think it being professionalized, it helps that the older generations would give it a second chance instead of just being like, yeah, you know. I know that there are so many talents that are wasted or like they're not given a chance to shine in this industry because of their societal pressure, their parents, whatever it is, you know, and it's a shame lah.
How did your family react to your decision?
I guess all along they kind of knew that I was like super into it, but the point where they had to make a decision, I guess, was when I dropped out of poly, because usually my dad sends me to school. So one morning I just sat on my bed and I just said like, I don't want to go anymore.
He was shocked.
His reaction was really good actually. My dad, I explained to him that I'm not really interested in what I'm studying and I can't really see a future of what I'm doing with my education. And this esports, it was like a prime time for me because I wanted to drop out of school so that I can finish my army. When you play professionally, you have to be overseas for months and months. You get to meet a lot of different people from different cultures. I went to play in an American team this year.
You?
Yeah, this is me. And all my teammates are from different places, like he's German, American, Pakistan, Bosnia.
Now you're playing in a China team, right? And like previously you played in a North American team. What do you see the difference like between C and like these two?
In China, there is a lot of macro guidance. Like a lot of people have a lot of opinions of how we should play as a whole, as a unit. In the US, it's like, at least my experience there, it felt like if we didn't win the game in 20 minutes, we wanted the game to end. We always wanted to play perfectly, and every time the game reaches like 40 or 50 minutes, we felt like it was like such a flawed game already. We don't want to talk about how to play a flawed game. We want to talk about how to play a perfect game.
Oh.
I feel like that's where the mentality is very different.
You notice most of the players are always male. Is it always like that?
In my game, yes, because the player base itself, most of us are males. But in different games, there are more female gamers nowadays. In a game called Valorant, it's a shooting game.
Oh, there's more females also.
Yeah.
I
I
see.
think it's like 25% female or something. I think it's like super nice that more female gamers are in the scene. It makes it less degenerate, honestly. Like all guys is like, you just want to play games.
Yeah.
Like it's not that complicated. And these males make it a very complicated situation. And it's not nice, and I think it hurts everyone. Honestly, when I play, if it's a girl or guy or whatever, I don't know, inherently there shouldn't be a difference. It's just the status quo is like that. I don't care. I'm here to play the game, you're here to play the game. If you beat me, then you're good. From what I've seen in the gaming community, I think it's been slowly getting better.
What does it mean to be a professional esports player?
You can't do bad things in front of other people. You need to be professional and be a role model for people.
What if a teammate of yours does it?
At the end of the day, there are going to be times where you are teammates with someone that his actions don't necessarily represent your values. So as a teammate, sometimes you just kind of have to be tolerant of it. But you have to have your own values also.
What do you think we can do to support young people in the esports scene?
I don't want to say that we deserve anything, to be honest. I think just giving us a second chance, I think is good enough. We just need people to reserve their judgment, because it makes us feel very alienated when people just pass judgment on us. All we are trying to do is being passionate. All we are trying to do is
About what you like.
about what I like, you know. I have no choice. In a way, I have no choice. I love it too much, you know. It's like when you naturally just love something so much, how can you just choose not to?
Yeah.
It pains you to do something else. I'm not like making someone else's life miserable or something, you know.
Yeah. So what is one life lesson you've learned as an esports player?
Talking about life lesson in front of a... Because the recipe of success changes every year, the heroes that you need to be good at, like the characters that you are supposed to be good at, changes as well. No one knows what they're doing anymore. Everyone just needs to like humble themselves and go into the game and feel it and like find things. That's what everyone has to do. I find that so fascinating. As a pro player, you have to play a lot of heroes. You can't only play one character. You just always have to seek new ideas and constantly evolve, and you can't judge anyone for their actions too quickly. I personally, I'm like not talented to me. Like I grinded my way through this for years and years, and I come from a family background where I can do that and not many people can. I've been playing this game for like 14 years. I've been at every phase of what a player is. I've been very, very bad. I've been kind of bad. And then I've been like mediocre. And then now I'm like sort of good. I can make a living, but I'm like not tier 1, like not there yet, you know. So I'm still working my way up. Every year there are new players that they bring like some new element that you have never thought about of doing. In my game, Dota is like very prevalent now because in the past few years, the teams that won are the teams that have a lot of like, young blood.
So it's something like change is the only constant.
Yeah, eloquent, 老师, teacher, 就是这样.
Okay, yeah, that's all the questions I have actually. Yeah, thanks for the chat.
Yeah, no problem.
Nice talking to you.
So do you have any other questions you want to ask me about my job? No? Okay. Sorry. I don't know how to simplify things.
Well, thank you very much for your time. Really appreciate your enlightenment. Right? There's something like this which exists.
It was pretty hard, to be honest, to explain my profession to people that don't really understand the I guess our linguistics of our industry. But they were all pretty open-minded. It was pretty nice. When I was young, I really wanted information like that to decide on whether I wanted to do a career like this. If there are young kids out there that need information like this, you can contact me. My Twitter handle is Ponlo Dota, Ponlo Dota. Alright guys, I need to go home and play some pubs. Bye bye.